Welcome back, guys. We are jumping back into some Satisfactory. Uh, Today I have with me Celi and my lovely wife. Say hi, guys.
Yo.
Hello.
And we left off over here. Let's see if this stabilized any. Does look like it did stabilize a bit. Just took it a little while. All right. So what do we need to get into? I can't remember what was happening when we left off here, so let's take a look. We did get versatile frames going. Do you remember what you did, Sally? What you've accomplished? What are you currently doing?
Oh, since last time, I threw up the rubber and plastic refineries.
Nice.
I am
So they're actually
currently,
producing now?
Yep, I'm currently balancing out a couple things here just to make sure that I am burning up more residual than what I'm generating.
Yeah.
Just to keep my pipes clean, you know.
Yeah.
And then I'll head back to the other spot once I get a
You
little bit of
put
a
you put in some buffers and
stockpile
stuff,
here.
yeah? Fluid buffers?
No, I didn't think I needed them. I mean, I guess I
I
could add one in.
I always put at least one in because that gives you, just enough in case at some point you want to add something in and it's a little bit too much, but it gives you that time to you know add more burn off later. Can you throw some rubber into the
It's already uploaded.
oh, nice. Is that you leaving right now?
No,
Oh,
unless my train somehow got. Did I leave my train on?
it ain't my train.
Yeah, it's my train. I left it on. That or it. Yeah, I must have left it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. Let's get cased. We need 300 of those. Rubber, we need 200 of those.
Do you happen to be next to the modular frames?
Yeah, I'm close enough where I can get you some.
Yeah, I just need 5. If you could just throw a few in the void for me.
Yep. Let me just get over there. I threw 10 in there. Is that enough?
Perfect. That's all I need. I just need to put one of these in. Do I want it facing that way? You know what? I think I want it facing the other way.
Alright, and I just pulled all the stuff for this. So, boom. New logistics.
Milestone reached. The transportation of resources can reach new heights of efficiency. With the Mark IV belts and lifts, the truck, but even more importantly, your effort. Handling a large and complicated vehicle like the truck should come easy to a well-trained pioneer such as you.
All right, I'm going to do
Mayhem offers
Petroleum Power
improvement over
next.
tractors concerning industrial purposes. Improvements for personal use were not measured.
That way, that'll get us the fluid buffer and also, the industrial buffer, the big one, and also the generator, because you want to have a couple of buffers for fuel for those.
Yeah.
What I normally do is I'll scale the fuel, like if I know I'm, pumping out, say, 100 per second or whatever, I'll set up the fuel to burn exactly at the 100, but before I connect the generators, I'll let the tanks fill at least about halfway or so. That way, if for some reason there's a power outage or whatever that makes the machine that's converting the fuel in the first place stop, it's at least got some buffer to keep those generators running for another minute or two. I need to do stators and stuff out by the steel. That's one of the other things that was on the list. I'm manually going to make some motors so that I can have them ready for the next milestone. Because I've got all the other stuff.
Get my train to come back here to pick me up.
So do you know what a Peek Frean is?
A what now?
A Peek Frean.
Nope.
It's supposed to be some kind of old-timey cookie or something. One of the shows we watch, one of the guys on there was like, "This series is a Peek Frean," and everybody's like, "What's a Peek Frean?" He's like, cookie like your grandmother used to give you. And everybody's like, "How old are you?" And here comes the thing about the land right as I am getting done with the stators. This is nice with the upgraded upload like we've got now. I can just sit here and spam stators and it just stays full. Because they're supplying faster and I'm using them up.
Nice.
But I'm going to take these, now that I've got 200 stators and 200 freaking rotors, and I'm going to take it to this over here, this assembler. I'm going to take that out for now. Switch that recipe to motors. I'm going to put 200 rotors in that, 200 stators in that. Alright, we got freaking, what, 9 motors already? 10. I'll go ahead and get the other stuff into my bag so that it's ready, which I already have enough of those, so I don't need any more of those. Rubber and plastic though, there we go. So yeah, now I just need these motors to finish, and then we'll have the petroleum power. And if the train milestone is easy enough, I might go ahead and do that one too. Just manually create the stuff for it. Because getting those trains running will be like instrumental. Yeah, looking at it, um, the monorail stuff, I'd say we probably do monorail, then industrial manufacturing, because that gives us computers, heavy modulars and stuff. And then pipeline engineering after that, because we need heavy modulars to complete that. Actually, we might have some heavy modulars sitting around. Let me look. Because I picked some up by some crash sites and stuff. Yeah, we got enough heavy modulars to do that one. We could go ahead and do that one. That way you can get better throughput on your pipes. Alright, so after Petroleum Power, which I'm just waiting for the motors to finish, we'll do the piping. Then we'll do like the monorail and the industrial manufacturing. Sound good? Were you even paying attention?
Are you doing which one? No, sorry, I was thinking for a second. I was doing math.
I was
Trying to
saying,
figure this.
because I've been collecting stuff around the hard drive sites, we've got enough heavy modulars to go ahead and do the next piping, so you can get level 2 pipes. Because the materials for that isn't too bad, other than just needing a good amount of, I think it's 1,000 rubber and plastic. So I'm going to go ahead and start pulling rubber and plastic, so that I'll have that up by the time that comes back. But basically, I'm going to finish the Petroleum Power, which I'm just waiting for these motors to finish. Then I'm going to go do the pipelines, level 2 pipelines. And then after that, we'll do trains and then industrial manufacturing. So the industrial manufacturing gives us, like, the manufacturer thing. It also gives us, computers and heavy modulars and stuff. But I think the trains will be more important to get up before that, so that we can be transporting, things back and forth. And you can go ahead and start working on the central storage while I kind of expand and get part building going. Basic part building for each thing while you do the central storage, and then once we get it all up, then we go back and we can optimize, and restructure the different plants. But we definitely need to get the central storage up fairly quick, so that we're not having to run everywhere all the time to get things,
Yeah. Oop. Something's got Trixie's attention.
Yep. And the cool thing is the central, rail station already has all the latest belts and everything all the way up until, where you're going to feed them into your sorting,
Yeah.
So we're ready to go, really, as soon as you can start making this central storage. Like I said, I'm going to keep doing these tier upgrades real quick, just manually, to get us a couple of things, and then I'll go automate the stators, and I'll do motors and a whole bunch of stuff over there. I just need to get more stuff going.
I've got this all dialed in real nicely, but I'm wondering, am I making enough plastics and rubber to do what we need to do, or do I need to up this?
You're at the Gold Coast?
Yeah.
Well, you have been doing computers up by
The Grand Canyon.
Up there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, realistically, all we need coming out of where you're at is just, plastic and rubber, really. We don't need anything else, unless you've got, like, some sulfur nearby that you could cart over and do, like, the, because that's something that has to be done with refineries, is that black powder stuff,
Yeah, there's nothing here other than oil.
Okay. Well, we could
Nothing
always
close anyways.
we can always drone that in later, or set up a train to bring it in. You know. All right, let me get this petroleum power out of the way because that'll give you the big buffers and, like I said, the power plants to burn off your excess. There you go.
Milestone reached. It is my honor and privilege to inform you that the fuel-powered generator, as well as the industrial fluid buffer, are now available. Due to a lack of gold in your sector, Caterium will serve as a suitable replacement to construct the fuel-powered
You know what?
generator.
I'm drawing a blank. I
Your
know you told me,
research
but
into
I don't
this
remember what it
element
is.
was
What do you want me to work on
valuable.
next?
In fact, you in particular are my most
Um,
valuable pioneer.
Central
But
storage.
don't tell the others I said
Central
that.
storage.
It
All
would
right,
be bad
cool.
for
Yeah, that
morale.
way, because I'm just kind of manually burning some tier upgrades right now.
Yep.
That way we can get some of our basic stuff. Like right now, I just queued up the next piping so we can get level 2 pipes, but you know, it takes a lot of rubber and a lot of plastic, so I still don't have enough of that. Plus, we got to wait for the thing to return, but by the time it returns, I'll have enough plastic and rubber saved up.
Yeah. I mean, it's set for 40 a minute, and it's just solid green all the time. So I've got it dialed in real nice.
Yeah. Did you put a sink out there?
Yep. That's where all
And
the coke's going into.
and what about excess plastic and stuff when the thing's full?
The upload, it's got an industrial storage.
Right, but when
The
that
big
fills
tank.
up,
Then
we're
everything just shuts down.
right, but what I'm saying is we could be getting tickets because there may, you know, we have enough probably to get all the rest of the anything that we want as far as cosmetics and stuff, but the time may come where we want to just buy some parts, and you can buy certain parts for tickets as well. So the more tickets we got coming in, the better, the less waste that way, you know.
All right, let me go back then.
Yeah, I would say just put in a you know, programmable splitter and just right before the chest have overflow go to the sink, you know. By the way, the plastic is producing a lot faster than the rubber.
Is
Cause
it producing faster, or are you just using it up faster?
no, I'm pulling stacks of them at the same time, and the plastic was finished filling, and the rubber was still only at like 120 and something out of 200. So it tells me that the rubber is not producing as fast as the plastic is.
I got all green lights though.
Right,
I don't know. I'll go back and double check it, but
I'm
yeah.
just saying that you've got more plastic than rubber producing is all. That's all I was getting at. It may be balanced and may be running smooth. It's just you're producing more of one than the other is all I was saying.
I don't remember what the machine's default at 100% is. I was just looking at what they needed to consume. I didn't even
Yeah.
think about their output.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's not a huge deal. I mean, it's still plenty. It just takes a little bit longer to fill it up than the plastic does. How many machines of each do you have going?
2.
So,
It's a very simple setup.
yeah. Well, you might want to just hang out there for a minute. Um,
I mean, I could duplicate it and set it up again, so that way I got a double.
well, I was gonna say just hang out there for a minute, and I'll be well, it's about 5 minutes. The thing will be back, and you'll have the new pipes, and you can just go ahead and put in the new pipes, so you have more throughput. So you don't have to set up a separate pipeline section and all that stuff. You know, you can just use one pipe. Yeah, I'm watching it now. 60 and 18, 70 and 20, 90 and 24. Yeah, the plastic is producing way faster. Either that or there's just maybe it's not producing way faster, but I've used up enough to where it's having to produce rubber from scratch now, and there's still plastic in there, so it's filling faster.
Hold on, Max.
Yeah. Exactly what it is.
I just uploaded the 3 Mercer spheres that I had in my inventory from being out and about. So we're back up to 50 in the thing now. Yeah, it's taking about, I don't know, 3 minutes to fill this thing. Maybe longer.
All right. Let me double it up.
Do you have any rubber on you?
Nope.
Okay. Because realistically, I just need 2 more stacks of rubber. One is about halfway done in there, and then I need another one. I'm going to go ahead and pull the plastic though. I was trying to pull them both at the same time, but the plastic fills so much faster. I'll just go ahead and pull that one.
Oh, I don't have enough motors to do any more refineries.
It's all right. Just need a little bit more. Even if you just wanted to, like, for the time being, switch the 2 plastics over, or whatever you got plastic running on, switch it to rubber for the time being and pipe it over and join it to the other one, just to get me a little more faster, just so I can finish this. Because I need 400 rubber, and 162 is in there right now. So really, what's in there plus a stack and a piece, and I'll be able to put it into the thing and get the better pipes so that you can just, use one pipe for your supply.
Well,
'Cause
the
one,
300 was more than sufficient for what I've got set up out here.
right, but I'm saying you can add to it without having to get a separate supply line that way. Because we should probably be putting out about 100 per minute rubber and plastic. Maybe a little bit more, just because it's, rubber and plastic, it's easy. All right, just one more stack of the rubber. How many motors do you need? I can make you some motors real quick.
Well, it's 10 per machine. I would need 6 machines, so 60 plus.
Okay. I've got enough rotors on me to make probably, I don't know, 75. I'm just making stators now, so I'll have enough stators to do it. And it'll be another minute or two before there's enough rubber in there to do this, so I might as well do something with my time, you know? That's the only downside to manually producing some of this stuff for the tier upgrades is, you know, there's a lot of sitting and waiting and watching the screen. But it is a little faster than having to set up everything and then, you know, get it automated and then wait for it to produce and then do it. But I'll probably next time I play, because this time it's getting late, and you know, this time I just want to finish a couple of tier goals real quick. But next time I play, I'll probably go in and redo the steelworks and you know, tie in the automated wiring over there as well as the stators, which I'll need for the automated wiring anyways, and I'll also tie in motors over there. That way that'll be automated too, you know?
Yeah. 6120, that should be enough. There. I just boosted the machines to 200%. Which is maxed out what the pump is actually able to push out.
Milestone reached. Pipelines and pipeline pumps can now be upgraded to Mark II. They are like Mark I, but better. Pipes seem to be objects of fascination to humans. In fact, there are recorded instances of humans doing nothing but thinking about pipes for hours.
I don't know, he's talking
Wrong
to
kind of
somebody.
pipes for sure.
Were you talking to somebody else?
Huh?
Were you talking to somebody
No,
else? 'Cause you were...
I was trying to talk on here, but I try to keep it muted so that it gets all the background sound out, so I had to realize that I was muted and then say it again.
Well, I was gonna say you're muted, but, you know, the last time I said you're muted.
Yeah, it just takes me a second to realize that nobody answered and it's on mute and I gotta unmute it.
Platforms need to go out this way.
So how many motors did you say?
60, 70, 75. So probably 80 or 90 would probably be a good mark to go for.
All right. I've got enough to make about 50 right now. I'm still making stators. Let me see if there's any stators in the storage too. Yeah, there's some in the storage. Let me pull those out. There we go. Is that an idea? Let me come over here. Do it this way. Actually, I don't need this one. I ghetto automated the motors. I got them going over by the space temple or space elevator. All right.
Plastic and rubber are starting to build up now in the tank.
All right. And I threw a couple of motors in already. They're producing as fast as they can. I've got probably about 100 queued up.
Do you happen to have 5 modular frames again?
There. You heard me, yeah?
Yeah, I used them. Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking.
Well, there's more going. Motors and modular frames. Should have quite a few in there now. Alright, we got, I'm going to try to up the space a little bit for the storage. I just got to make some more SAM fluctuators here and get us the space upgrade.
Alrighty. I gotta put this in a different spot.
And just whenever you're out and about exploring, find them Mercer spheres and put them in the storage. If the storage is full, then, you know, put them in the box over here. Alright, let's see. Alien technology. Oh, I need to grab the Mercer spheres out. Mercer spheres are out in case you're needing them. They're not going to be available while I do these upgrades. I need need to make 103 of those
Dimensional expansion
fluctuating things
increased
now.
to 200%. Refining manipulation of SAM allows us to now deconstruct non-living matter down to its atomic components in one dimension, and store it in basic bound states in another.
We do not resonate with the tribute song. Do not worship at the window. Desecrate our temple gifts. This shallow serenade is sour and salt.
My intention was not to encroach, if that is what upsets you, nor was it to dispose of material I do not waste.
Alright, I'm going to keep working on upgrading the dimensional storage space so that when we pull stacks, we can, pull a couple of stacks at a time from the storage, and then use those up while it's putting more in. Can't remember how much I need for the next upgrade. Oh, good enough. There we go, more. Need 151 for
Dimensional
this one.
expansion increased to 300%. New understanding of matter manipulation technology allows the
Alright.
dimensional storage to deconstruct all matter to the subatomic level, storing its elementary particles until the part is recalled.
You are digging into deeper layers. Shallow matter contains window symphonies and void songs and deep echoes.
It is fascinating what one can find out simply by looking closer.
Getting close to the end. At least this time, or at least this way, next time I play, it'll have plenty of storage, you know, in the void. About to upgrade it again. Got one more upgrade after this. This puts it to 400% of its normal size. I need 199 of those.
Dimensional expansion increased to 400%. Parts can now be stored as elementary particles in a hyperdense deconfined state. Normally, I'd explain the basic science, but I don't think this one can be simplified enough for you to understand.
We composed a growth song, but you composed a shrink song, so we remain silent. The dance of your bones and organs and veins amuses us.
I understand. Seeing the pioneer perform tasks also amuses me.
So we're like her dancing monkey, is that what she's saying?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alright, let's get. Just gotta make this last like 190 something of this SAM stuff. Gotta make the last 100 of these, and this will be the last upgrade for our storage space in the void. I think it'll be up to 5 times at that point.
Ah.
We'll be down to next to no Mercer spheres, but got all the upgrades done. Well, the space and upload speed anyways. As soon as I get this done. I'm wanting to try to have the next, the trains done before I log. That'll be a good completion there, because that'll mean we got a lot done this session, technology-wise. Just a few more of these to go. About 12.
So how long you think before login?
I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes probably.
Okay.
Putting in the last upgrade now. Start. 500%. Boom. The other thing we can do too is research this
Despite further
power
efforts,
augmenter.
parts could not be broken down further than their elementary particles.
I would need
nor could the
100
storage
more of
become
these
more dense
fluctuator
without the
things,
particles
but
spontaneously
we've got everything
reacting with
else.
one another and losing their deconfined
Those
state.
power augmenters
Yet
make the
somehow
power
more
produce
matter can
more,
now
if
be
I
stored
remember
in the same
correctly.
dimension.
We sang our growth song because we like your shallow efforts. Up and down our shallow illusion, up and down disappear in the deep.
That is very thoughtful, I think. I appreciate the attempts at sharing scientific knowledge, however perhaps we should wait until we have a more optimal way of exchanging data.
Alright, I'm just waiting on motors at this point. Got 185 out of 200 that I need. Oh, I ran out of rotors. There we go, now it's pumping again. So I was doing about 12.5 per minute and I need about 100, so a little under 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go manually make some too to make it go a little faster. So I got 200 on me. I just need this thing to have 50 in the box. Let's see. It's got 28 in the box. There's 30. Just need like 10 more, so about another minute or so. That'll get that. Should be 18, 19 coming. There comes 20. And there goes the monorail technology.
Milestone reached. Trains are excellent for efficiently moving vast quantities of parts. Train logistics can be made more precise and complex with tools found in the railway signaling milestone. I listen to all my pioneers, often when they're not even aware of it. So due to popular demand, I have added a motivational message. Choo-choo mother-
Sounds like she's been spying on you.
Did you hear her motivational message?
No, I missed it.
If you go into O, I think it is. Yeah, go into O and then go into inbox and scroll down to the monorail technology, and you can click on it and you can read the message, or you can have her play it again, but just read that last line.
What was it under again?
If you go hit O,
Oh,
right,
inbox.
and
Yep.
go to inbox, scroll all the way down, that's the last thing that it did. Click on it and you'll see the message.
Ah, choo-choo mother. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, but when she actually said it, it bleeped out the part, so it was pretty funny. All right, so we got our trains and stuff, and of course we're gonna need lots of motors for that. I got more stuff for motors going, but it's not automated, but it'll at least get us some, you know. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching this episode. Appreciate you guys. Please like if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you want to see when the next content comes out. And as always, until next time, stay safe.